This short video will go through strategies to find the area of compound rectangles. Just like compound words in your writing or your spelling or your reading, compound rectangle is when you might find two rectangles joined together. Or you might see maybe an L shape or a different shape that you might need to break down into smaller rectangles to then be able to find the area of it. Let's have a go. You can see here we have an L shape to find the area of, or a compound rectangle. It actually doesn't matter really which way you split it up. As long as you can split it up into two regular shapes, then you would be fine. So logically, the places you might split it up might be along here, or maybe down here. Completely up to you. Just need to be careful looking at some of the measurements here and possibly using these to help you to break down and find the side lengths. So you can just use the formula for the area of a rectangle of length times by width. Okay, let's just, for example, break these rectangles down into these two. So I'm going to make this one here blue, and I'll make this one over this side yellow. Okay, because I'm on yellow, let's do the yellow one first. I've been given this side length here, so I know that that is 6 centimeters. I've also been given this side length, so this one's pretty straightforward. Again, I could use a ruler if I wasn't given any measurements at all. So the area of the yellow is going to be equal to 6 times by 2, which is going to be equal to 12 square centimeters. Now I need to find the area of the blue. You can see that I'm given this length, 9 centimeters along here. But if you're looking for the width, there's nothing along the top here and there's nothing along the bottom. So I need to use the information that I'm given to help me out. Hopefully then you might be able to recognize that along here, that is 10 centimeters across the whole bottom. And the one that's going to be helpful is knowing that 6 is here. So to make the 10 across the top, it would be 6 and 4. So this length along here is 4 centimeters. So to find the area of the blue rectangle, it's going to be equal to 9 times by 4. 4 nines are 36 square centimeters. Then to find the area of the whole thing, we would want to add them together. So add 12 and 36. The area of this compound rectangle is going to be equal to 48, excuse my 8, square centimeters. Again, here is a compound rectangle, a couple of rectangles, or maybe even a square here possibly joined together. Let's first break it down. Again, it doesn't matter where you divide it. You might divide it differently to me. If you still use the measurements you're given, you should be able to work out the answer. So I'm going to use this one here, make that green, and I'll make this time the other one over here yellow. Okay, let me start with the yellow. Just because I've got my yellow pen out, you can see that I'm already given the length and the width here. So this one's been straightforward. The area of the yellow is going to be equal to the length times the width. So 12 times 5, I know 12 times 5 is 60. So that's 60 square centimeters, remembering my units. Here at the top, you can see I'm given 4 centimeters of length at the top, but I'm not given the side length here. Again, I've got some information along here, along this whole side, that's really helpful. So 11, I knew from here that this side was equal to 5. So this 11, take away this 5, will give me this side that is here. So 11, take away that 5, is equal to 6 centimeters. So the area of this green rectangle does look a bit like a square because it's not to scale. 4 times 6, 4 times 6 is 24 square centimetres. If we add them together, 60 plus 24, that is then going to be equal to 84 square centimetres. Finally, you'll see this one is in an L shape, sort of like maybe a U flipped on its side nearly. Again, it's a compound rectangle. This time, it's really probably made up of 3 different rectangles. Again, it does not matter how you split it up, as long as you can get it into regular shapes. And try and make it into the least amount of regular shapes that you possibly can. So, let's make this top rectangle here red. Let's make this bottom rectangle here blue. And let's make the middle one in here green. Okay, let's start with the red at the top. You can see I've got a length and a width, so I can do to find the area, I'll put the formula at the top again, length times width. That's going to be equal to, in the red one, 12 times 3, which is going to give me 36 square meters. You can see it's in meters this time. I'm going to move to the blue because I can recognize straight away that it is my next easiest. I'm already given what I need. So the area of the blue is going to be equal to 3 times 15, which is going to be equal to 45 square meters. Finally, with the green, you can see that I'm not actually given any information at all. We know that it's 12 across here, but that doesn't correspond to this part in the middle here. You can also see that there's no side length mentioned there, or nothing there. So I need to use my problem solving skills to work it out. Okay? I look at this whole side length and go, that is 12 meters across there. What information might help me? I know that there's 3 meters across there. Let's grab that. If I know it's 3 meters on this side, then it's also going to be 3 meters on that red side. Again, 3 meters on this blue side of the blue rectangle. That means that little part there is 3 meters. So then, using my subtraction skills, if this whole length across here is 12, then to find just this part in the middle, I'm going to need to do 12, take away the 3, take away the other 3. So 12 take away 3, take away 3 is equal to 6. So you can see that that there is 6. Again, on the horizontal sides, no information. But here, if I look at the bottom, I can see that that's 15 meters across the bottom. So that means this all the way across here must be 15 meters. You can see that going across, that just this part to this part is equal to 10. So if I do 15, take away that 10, that means that this must be equal to 5 meters. Or I could have used the top. 12 meters across the top. So this, because it's a rectangle, must be 12 meters here as well. Knowing that from this point to this point it is 7 meters, 12, take away that 7, it must be 5 meters there. So you can see that that side is equal to 5 meters. So the area of the green part is going to be equal to 5 times 6, which is going to be equal to 30 square meters. Again, to find the answer, let's add them all together. So 36 plus 45 plus 30 meters squared. That will give me an answer of 30 and 36 is equal to 66. Add the 40, that is going to be equal to 106. Add the 5, that's going to be equal to 111. So the area of this compound rectangle is equal to 111 square meters. Remember, when you get a compound shape, it often doesn't matter which way you split it up, as long as you can split it up into 2 regular shapes or 3 regular shapes. You're looking to do it in the least amount possible to make it as efficient as you possibly can. Then you can just continue to use the area formula for that 2D shape to find the space inside and then add all the parts together. Remembering your units must be in a square unit.